out there. What were you seeing from him on the mound?
I mean, just a ton of strikes. Strike percentage was high. First pitch strike percentage was high. Obviously, it's good stuff, and he was just in total control, all day long, and we needed that. And we didn't have a lot of runs on that board, so we needed that kind of performance to give us a chance to win today. But he was lights out, man. He's really controlling his body well, and his direction's good. And when that's happening, and he's filling the zone up like that, he's going to have some fun days.
Implementing that slider into his pitch count as well. Or pitch outing today. It's so lethal off that fastball.
It does. I mean, he's got multiple options. He can mix that change up in there, the slider, cutter. But when they're having a hard time really seeing and getting on that heater, you're going to just stay with it until you feel like you need to adjust. And there was times we needed to, and he was able to execute. So it was just a really, really solid performance by him.
How did this kind of help his growth and confidence?
Yeah, every time he toes that rubber, man, he's building his resume. It's every time he gets out there, it's a learning curve, and learning what he can do when he's doing it well, learning how to compete when things aren't as easy. So when you get 15, 16 starts in a year, they're all not going to be perfect, but you want to be able to recall on them and look back on what allowed you success. So it's just another great building block for him.
Kind of, what did you see from their pitchers that were kind of unbalancing the offense a little bit?
Yeah, just mixed, man. I mean, really, you tip your hat. He made the pitches when he needed to. It was kind of a soft approach, soft mix with our guy, just kept them in between a little bit. And, that's baseball. It's a hard game, and, the other guy's trying to get you out while you're trying to get the hit and stuff. But they did a good job, and I'll tip my hat to them. But I'm just proud of the guys staying in the moment and, doing enough to get that win today.
The eighth inning responsive with the offense, how huge was that just to kind of build on this and try to get the results?
You took your freebies. You spit on some pitches out of the zone, and you drew your walks, got some hit by pitches. That set up for an opportunity to, one hit could be score multiple runs. And Seth did a great job in that at bat. He knew they were going to attack him with the splitty, and he fought some off and was able to get enough on it to get it out in that gap, and just did a great job. And that was a huge swing. Gives you a cushion going into that ninth inning.
Stelly at DH Wednesday, Ty Long last night, Norman, and then the pitcher today. What's kind of the plan at DH, you feel like?
I'm just waiting for somebody to say, hey, I'm the guy, and I'm going to go up there, I'm going to get my swings off and be a threat in that spot. So, we're waiting for somebody to kind of just scream that, hey, you need to put me in there. So we're going to keep plugging and figuring out who needs to be there and give these guys opportunities.
Seth obviously had that really big, 600 or whatever he was batting, kind of cooled off a little bit, but big hit for you all in the eighth to kind of open that game up a little bit.
Yeah, he's done a great job. Yeah. He's not going to hit 600 all year. We know that, and but he competed really hard that at bat when we needed it the most, and did a really good job of, like I said, getting that big hit to allow us to get a cushion.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thanks, guys.
Grayden, just to start, it really felt like it was kind of autopilot out there for you. Just tell me your thoughts about this start today.
Yeah, from my past few starts, I've had problems with focusing in and going right at the guy every single pitch. Today, I told myself I wouldn't let that happen. I'm gonna go right at the guy and trust my stuff.
And how do you think it worked out for you?
I think it worked out pretty good. Obviously I wish I could have went more, but I'm not gonna be greedy. I thought it was a really good outing, and can still learn a lot from it.
Career high 13 strikeouts for you. Obviously, as a starter, just tell me the feeling to rack up that many Ks. It's got to be pretty good feeling.
Oh yeah, in college it's a lot harder to get these strikeouts, and in high school it felt like you can get a couple strikeouts every game. And high school you gotta work for it and attack every hitter, and I feel like that's what helped me a lot today. Attacking every hitter gave me the chance to strike some guys out.
Gunner helped you, I think, add that cutter to your mix. How has that helped you over the first few weeks?
It's helped a lot. Really opens up the slider. I didn't throw it much today, but in the future, when I start implementing the cutter more, I feel like it's going to open up the slider and make everything play a little better. And it's more of still trying to get comfortable with it, get confident with it, but I really like that pitch in my arsenal.
And, last season, almost exclusively fastball, but now you're starting to implement that slider even more than last season. I guess that has to feel good too.
Oh yeah, they like my heater. They're going to call it, and I'm not going to complain. I like throwing the heater as well. But just knowing I can command the slider at any time, that's a big confidence boost on the mound. So really just got to work on attacking these hitters with every pitch.
Was there a certain moment during your start where you realized, okay, I'm in a groove now, just kind of clicking along?
Yeah, me and Coach Leger kind of talked about it a little bit in the dugout. We're working at a faster pace today, and I kind of got in a groove, and that really helped me this outing, stay on pace and not lose focus.
How does this set the tone, not only for your season, but just for conference play next week for you? What, fourth start of the year now, how do you think it's helped set the tone for you?
I mean, nothing's really going to change next week. I'm going to go out there and try to do what I do, try to attack hitters early and be confident in everything I got. If I go out there thinking too highly of this outing, then most likely something bad will happen. So I just try to learn stuff from this outing and the past outings and build off of it.
Do you know the last Southern Miss player to hit 13 strikeouts?
Who was it?
Tanner Hall.
Really?
Pretty good company.
Yeah, it is. He's only like 20 minutes down the road from me.
Oh, yeah?
Zachary, Louisiana.
To be in company with that, I mean, just tell me your overall feelings on that.
It's good. I mean, it's obviously great being up there with him. He's one of Southern Miss's greatest pitchers ever. And, I'm just going to come out here and try to fight every weekend for us.
I wanted to ask you about the freshman arms in the back end. I know you're a starter and you see them. I kind of compare them to the Clone Army because they all have, the shaved heads and they all look the same kind of running out there. What is it like seeing them, other night against Mississippi State and some other important moments, just mowing down hitters?
Yeah, I mean, as a freshman, going out there, it's not easy to just go out there and do it. And, I mean, they're doing it against the best teams in the nation, and they're a really confident group. I mean, any guy that goes out there, I have confidence in them. The whole team does. And that's really strong to have in the pitching staff, especially from the younger guys. The older guys are going to go out there fully confident, but when the younger guys can go out there and they're confident as well, it's dangerous.
Thank you, Grayden.
Thank you.
Joey, just the eighth inning response from you guys, just how big of a confidence boost for you guys, to kind of put things together at the end.
Yeah, I mean, even throughout the first 8 innings, I got trust in my guys. We got everyone's back, and I think seeing that, what Smitty did, definitely gives a little weight off our shoulders. I think it was, a 1 or 2 run game before that. So it's a nice reliever on your shoulders. Just you can go into that last inning trusting Ock to get the job done. But throughout the whole game, I've got trust with everyone in that lineup. Haven't been our best past 2 days, but you know what? We'll go through it.
Talk about what you saw from Grayden on the mound. I mean, just electric in his outing today.
I mean, everything about him is electric. Every single pitch, just around the zone, never really leaving something nowhere near unless it's a setup pitch. He's legit. He's one of the better pitchers in the country at the moment, I believe. I remember in the fall, I mean, I don't know if I put a ball in play against him. It's not a fun day to hit against him, so he's unbelievable. I can't thank him enough for today.
For this team to keep winning in different ways, today feels like another, chapter you guys create. Just tell me about how it's kind of building you guys to be strong.
Yeah, you're never going to win a game. Obviously, you're not going to win every game, which would be nice. You're never going to win a game easy. Not every game's going to be easy to win. You got to find certain ways, and today we definitely found a different kind of way to win. Just me leading off that 8th inning with that walk, then another walk, and I mean, it was just truly everyone having each other's back. But again, no win's ever going to be easy, and it's just kind of cool to see everyone on our team and our lineup. Throughout the lineup, even bench guys got each other's back, so it was pretty cool.
Can you walk us through your homer? I think you and Morrison hit the exact same spot on the scoreboard. But
Yeah, my first at bat, it wasn't pretty. I don't even think I took the bat off my shoulder. So I kind of had a feeling what was coming. So I just sat on that. I believe it was a splitter. I had guys telling me it was a slider or a splitter. I believe it was a splitter. But I mean, props to the kid on the mound and for them. He did a really good job today. Definitely keeping us on our toes. But yeah, I just kind of sat on that splitter for that one.
Did you think it'd be out when you hit it?
When I hit it, I kind of knew with that wind. I was like one of those pop-ups that I knew I got pretty good. And I knew with that win, it was could have a good chance to get out. So I was told to running first, pretty good. And I just looked up and I saw it at the scoreboard. So
Thank you, Joey. Appreciate it.
Thank you.